The Elite Autohaus 4-cylinder all-wheel drive category was hotly contested with 10 cars from Mitsubishi, Subaru and Nissan. The top 5 cars were all capable of being the first 4-cylinder all-wheel drive into the 8s and breaking the category record. First up, Scotty from Ichiban's WRX. It's a fairly basic street package compared to some of the other competitors, but it works. The GC8 uses lightweight to its advantage. The 2.5 litre surprisingly uses a stock short block and has a Garrett GT-35 82 turbocharger hanging off it with a reverse inlet manifold and a Haltech ECU and digital dash. The gearbox is an STi 6-speed and the car makes around 500 wheel horsepower.
Been to Cooter twice before in the toaster, and we're bringing Casper out for a run. I love coming to Cooter, it's just a relaxed atmosphere, and all the workshops, everyone you know is out having a good time.
Gearbox issues kept Scotty out of the 9s, but the car, affectionately known as Casper, has run a 9.8 at the drag strip since. Next up is Brooks Evo 9 from Elite Autohaus, 4G Queen, the partner of 4G King in the his and hers pair of mental Evos. A complete build from a bare shell with a Lamborghini coloured paint job, all colour coded together. The engine is an Elite Autohaus 2.3 litre engine package with a Zona Super 99 turbocharger, Plasmaman intercooler and intake manifold, and a Haltech Elite ECU controlling it to the tune of 850 wheel horsepower. The custom work in the engine bay makes it one of the tidiest and unique Evo engine bays around. Putting that power to the ground is a Samsonite sequential transmission. It was the car's first time out, so took some practice and setting up. Another Elite Autohaus Evo was Armoured's Evo 8 MR. This is the smallest package of the bunch, but perfect for the street. An Elite Autohaus 2.3 litre engine package with a Garrett GTW 3884 turbocharger and turbo-smart external wastegates with the screamers out the bonnet vent. It makes 750 wheel horsepower thanks to the Haltech ECU and uses an H-pattern dog box. Into the Elite Autohaus 4-cylinder all-wheel drive 9-second club now, with Ali from Elite Autohaus's Evo 9 4G King. It makes over 1,000 wheel horsepower thanks to its Elite Autohaus 2.3 litre engine package with precision turbocharger using a turbo-smart external wastegate and Haltech ECU. Mechanical fuel pump, Plasma Man inlet and intercooler are used in another epic engine bay from the guys from Elite Autohaus. Power is transferred via a Samsonite sequential transmission. Ali's old auto salon days came in handy with the build of this car with a full respray, boot and audio install and custom trimmed interior around the roll cage. The car has never been raced before, so Ali spent most of the weekend testing and setting it up in between customer cars before the car started to show its true potential towards the end of the second day.
My name's Ali, I'm from Elite Autohaus. Here today with 4 of our team cars, including mine and my missus' car. Today I'll be driving 4G King. Look, we've never been here with these cars before, so anything's a PB at this stage. We just hope to go fast.
Our first Pulsar GTi-R at Cootamudnra Airport is also probably the most modified and quickest one we've ever seen. Aiken's Street King from PowerTune Australia. The built SR20 uses a VE head, giving variable valve timing and lift with a precision 7275 turbocharger using twin turbo-smart external gates, and a Motec ECU makes over 700 horsepower. This power and torque would normally destroy 100 GTi-R drivetrains, but the guys at PowerTune did an EVO gearbox conversion with a Hollinger sequential transmission as well as an R200 rear diff conversion, which toughens it all up and allows the Pulsar to be launched properly. Like this. Dom Rigoli from TRP bought out a customer's Evo 9 that was a newly completed big build ready for its first time at the track. Crazy to think we can now build street-registered Evos that go low 9s on their very first outing. The built 2.2 litre 4G63 has a Garrett G42 turbocharger and M-Tron ECU and can make over 1,000 horsepower. A Samsonite sequential transmission puts the power to the ground. Nope, we didn't get our categories mixed up. PJ's S13 is a 4-cylinder all-wheel drive. His S13 has gone into the 8s as a rear-wheel drive at the track, but he wanted to be able to go quick on a street surface and decided to work with the guys from Advanced Motor Mechanics to make his S13 all-wheel drive using GTi-R running gear. It was a manual, but this year PJ decided to see how it would go with a Turbo 400 Auto behind the built SR22 VE with Precision 7675 turbo strapped to the side with a Haltech ECU. It was the first time trying the Auto, so they were easing into the power over the weekend in the quest for 8s. They nearly got there, but the converter seemed to not work very well in top gear with the high-revving 4-cylinder engine.
Cootamudnra, I've been here a handful of times, had very good success at the first one in 2010, so here we are 10 years later, trying to take it down again.
Michael Koval is another veteran of Cootamudnra, constantly on the quest to be the quickest Evo and quickest 4-cylinder all-wheel drive at Cootamudnra Airport. The Evo 6 is in a constant state of development and now houses a TRP-built 2.2 litre with Precision 7675 turbo, Plasma Man intake and M-Tron ECU. There is some nitrous in there, but Koval likes to keep just how much and how much power he makes a little secret, but it's around 4 figures depending on the occasion. The car runs a PPG 5-speed dog engagement gear set, and the Evo 6 is nice and light thanks to some lightweight panels. Koval was looking like a contender, breaking the 4-cylinder all-wheel drive record on his very first pass. Hey mate, guess what? Your very first pass is a 9.0. You are now the quickest Evo, quickest 4-cylinder all-wheel drive.
Not bad, mate, not bad.
Well done, mate.
Thank
First
you.
pass.
Thank you, not bad. Plenty to go, mate, plenty to go.
Have you got more power left?
Can't tell you everything, mate, relax.
You will have an 8 though, right?
End of today, don't worry.
There'll be an 8 in there.
If not next run.
Well done, mate. You've been working a long time for it. It's well
Thank
deserved.
you.
Awesome.
Mate.
Mechanical dramas struck though, and Koval and the TRP team tried to get back on track again, but weren't able to do so due to drivetrain issues. The reigning quickest WRX at Cootamudnra is Lee Bird's from Deshell Performance. It uses one of their 2.3 litre engine packages with a Precision 7675 turbocharger hanging out the front bar, nitrous and a Motec ECU controlling it all. The Deshell Performance team have now developed their own automatic transmission for Subaru, helping make the car more consistent and reliable. Lee tried his hardest to be the first 8-second 4-cylinder all-wheel drive, but missed out by literally only a few minutes, but he did join the 8-second club at Cootamudnra by the end of the weekend. The first 8-second 4-cylinder all-wheel drive and the quickest 4-cylinder all-wheel drive at the event for this year, and also new record holder outright for drag battle, was Ali Bazi's Executor Evo from Elite Autohaus.
Hi, my name's Ali. I'm from Elite Autohaus. I drive Executor, and yes, I've been to Cootamudnra before. Goals, tried a PB, and we'll let the car speak.
Ali's Evo uses one of the Elite Autohaus 2.3 litre engine packages, but with a few extra upgrades to handle more power. The Precision 6875 sits on a custom manifold with TurboSmart external gate, and there is a Plasmaman inlet manifold, mechanical fuel pump, and Haltech Elite 2500 ECU. The car is made over 1100 horsepower on the dyno on full tilt, and it's transferred via the Samsonite sequential transmission. The car has carbon doors and other lightweight panels, but retains a full interior along with a roll cage and is teched for the track. They had dramas with the car on day one, but ended up running a 9.2 on Saturday morning. They discovered in the logs that the car had full power in the first couple of gears, but in third and fourth, boost was bleeding off to as low as 20 psi. This was traced back to a leaking anti-lag valve. They managed to block it off and sent the car out in the last 15 minutes of the event for a Hail Mary pass with over 1100 horsepower on tap, and it paid off.
Have you heard the news, mate? You are now the quickest 4-cylinder all-wheel drive and quickest 4-cylinder outright with an 8.7, bro. Well done.
What can I say? For a car that's first event it turns up to, well done. All I can say, be ready.
Looking at the logs, it was discovered that Ali actually got off the throttle after 8.3 seconds. And you can see in the video footage, he starts braking just before the speed trap, which explains the low mile per hour relative to the time. The question now is what could have been if he'd stayed in it.
All right, I love a really good backstory to someone that takes something out at these events. The guys from Elite Autohaus have actually had the Cootamudnra curse before they've even attended. They've had events they didn't even get to make it to in the end. They had a few little dramas with teething problems when they first got here this weekend. They were probably a little bit worried on day one, but come day two, Ali's Executor certainly did exactly what you guys wanted to do. It took out the 4-cylinder all-wheel drive record, the 4-cylinder outright record, and it is now, you're going to love this, it is the quickest non-GTi-R ever at Cootamudnra. It is also outright drag battle. Well done, bro. Check this out. There he's both. What do you have to say about that?
Swell. I want to thank the boys, the team, for all their hard efforts. It's been a long journey. It's just the beginning. A lot more to come. Kevo, thank you. Thank you very much, mate.
Now, obviously, it was a bit of a rough start. What happened at the start? Was it just a case of getting set up right, getting things working? You know, it's different altitude here. What was going on?
We came in expecting the car to work, I guess, off the dyno, and that created a bit of an issue. We never had the chance to test the car with COVID, drag racing being closed, and teething issues, right? Brand new car, brand new setup, brand new anything. We're not drag racers by any means. We've never been involved in it. We've never held no records. But we attempted with this car, and we knew what we were doing, but it just took a while to get it right. The weekend started really rough. We had the car popping, fighting, coughing, and everything else in between. We had multiple guys give us a lot of just pack it away. It's probably better and easier. Anyways, look, on day two, we came back out. We rectified a few issues. We took the car for another test pass. Unfortunately, one of the wires ran out of the grommet and rubbed against the firewall. The car caught fire. Smallest little fire. We put it out. We got back into it. The team just did everything. Mark did the final touches on it before we sent it out for its final run, and we told him, we said, the car's fast, we just need to make it work. We had that top end. We could get the 60, we could get the car to take off. We had good boost in it. At the top, the car was dropping back to 20 pounds. We found a leaky valve, rectified that. PRP, Herman came over with a piece of metal that we started cutting up and modifying to suit. We pinched the grinder disc from Croydon. They didn't have a grinder, but they had a disc. We had a grinder without a disc. So we sat there and modified and chopped up and did what we had to do, and we sent the car, and here we are.
Dude, 8.7 is incredible. You must be pretty happy with the team, right?
Well, it's, all of us, we just nights on end, no sleep. We knew it had to come together one day, and it was just glad it happened here.
The curse started. Okay. The curse started 2 weeks ago when we said we're almost ready to go. We should be sweet. We got plenty of time. We were finished up on Thursday at 7 o'clock. I think it was 7 o'clock. We left. It was about 7
AM.
No, PM.
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 No, we finished the night before, like 4 AM or something.
Yeah, 4 a.m. the night before.
remember, can you?
We've had barely any sleep, but here we are. Haltech to the front.
At the end of the weekend, this is how the leaderboard looked for the Elite Autohaus 4-cylinder all-wheel drive class. Applications are now open for the 2021 Tuner's Edge Drag Battle. Info and regulations are on our website.
Also, I want to thank Ali and congratulate him.
It's a boy, bro.
Thank you.